So one of the things I love about old farms is the art that's around. And I don't mean like pictures and fine artwork. I mean the things that you find in the barns and the sheds, the old things, the vintage things that tell such a story. And some of the old things are things that weren't old when you got them, but you made them old. Maybe a pair of work boots or work gloves. And every time you look at them, you think about the miles that you put on walking through the fields, or maybe the time you spent training a horse, or your gloves are so worn out from building that thing. And they tell such a story that you kind of don't want to just throw it away. And it can be really fun to display it as art. I'm going to show you a couple of the things that I'm displaying that I think is pretty cool. Now, the first piece of art that I want to share wasn't my idea. My daughter Eva and I took a trip out to Oklahoma to go to the Mercantile Exchange. That's Ree Drummond, the Pioneer Woman's store. While we were there, we got a chance to go to the house where she films her show. And right above the fireplace on the mantle, I spied something. I said, "Oh my goodness, that's such great art." 6 pairs of cowboy boots. And I'm pretty sure that they belong to her and her husband and her kids. And I thought, I want to do the same thing at Soul Farm. I would like to share this pair of boots with you. These are my very first pair of cowboy boots. As you can see, they were very well worn, very well loved, worn for years and years and years. I could probably still get them on, but I don't think they could survive the experience. I remember this particular hole was important because I would put my foot in and then I would have to get one finger back here and slip the back over my heel in order to get the boot on my foot. But to me, this is art. More art. These are my daughter's first pair of boots. We got these at a local saddle shop. She wore these for her first horse shows. Obviously, they're pretty well worn too. And still a little poop on the bottom. I think they are art. Okay, so sure, I don't have a great fireplace or my own cooking show, but I can still display things that have meaning to me as art. Sometimes art in my world comes about organically. I drop something somewhere and I say, I like the look of that, and there it stays. Like these coat hooks, I use them to hang my hats on, and I really like that the hats begin to look like art to me. But there's one more thing on these hooks that's become permanent. On the day that I put my old horse Mac down, I came down to the house after burying him on the hill by the woods, and I took his halter, the halter he had come to me with and that I used with him until his last walk up the hill, and I hung it on the hook. And there it stays. The memories I get when I look at that halter are better than any art that I could think of. So, speaking of memories, I have lots of memories of taking Soul Farm from just an idea into reality. Not all of the memories are of sunshine and butterflies, though there was a lot of really hard work and rain and heat, and it seems like all of those memories are infused into this pair of work gloves. I have a bulletin board in my office that I put bits of inspiration on. It's kind of become art to me in its own right, and these gloves have a place of honor right in the middle. They're the gloves that I wore out building the retreat space and taking care of the farm. Now that their work is done, they still continue to inspire me. After all, our art's supposed to inspire us, right? I just happen to be one of those who finds the things that are old and rough and imperfect to be the most inspiring and the most beautiful.